Hey y'all! Happy Sunday! I am going to be streaming my favorite Mega Man game out of all of the games. I made a video ranking my favorite video games. I ranked all of them, and guess what game comes out at number 1? Mega Man fucking 4 is the best Mega Man game out of every game in the series. And you know why it's the best Mega Man game? It's because it's the most balanced and polished of all of them. And I'm going to talk a lot about why all the different aspects of why I think Mega Man 4 deserves the title of best game. If you first start off, we get this intro here with like a dialogue, robots destroying shit. We get a nice cityscape background. It's not as amazing as Mega Man 2's, intro where they kind of like panned up from the ground, but it's still good. I mean, you can't be the best at everything, and that's kind of what Mega Man 4 boils down to. It's not the best at one particular thing, but it's the best at everything, like, combined together while still staying a little relevant with innovation. I mean, we got some decent artwork here. We got Mega Man in his little undies and, getting all fucking duded up, and as a kid, you're satisfied, because this was 1992 or 91. I don't know, Japanese, I think they got into 91, but this is like, as a kid seeing this, you don't know a whole lot. You hadn't seen a lot, but this is impressive. I mean, his hair's blown in the wind. We got like a closer shot of him. It's not as sprite like it was in Mega Man 2. So this intro, again, it may not have the best music of the whole series, but it definitely has. It's talking about a new villain, Dr. Cossack. It's not Dr. Wily. Mega Man looks like he wants to kick ass more in this game. Whereas in the old games, he was more, or the newer games became more pussified and weak. This game, he still feels tough enough. I love the uniqueness of the newness of this game. It's just a balanced game. It's very I mean, the title screen looks a little better than the first 3 games. 2 had a good title screen, but this, you got his helmet there on the side. This game is my favorite game of all the Mega Mans. I mean, it's between. If I had to rank the Mega Man, there's 4 Mega Man games I would say are contenders. And those 4 games are Mega Man 2, Mega Man 3, Mega Man 4, and Mega Man X. But I'm going to anyway go into why I think Mega Man 4 is the best game. These Robot Masters here, a lot of people say they're pretty stupid looking, and I fucking agree with them. I mean, they look ridiculous. The names, Toadman, Pharaoh Man, Skull Man, I mean, like, they just look goofy, I mean, it's a silly thing. We were going from guys that worked in mines and did like construction and underwater work to just fucking pharaohs. Like how does that work? A robotic cartoon pharaoh. It didn't really get fucking stupid till Mega Man X though, where we were fighting robotic man eagles and chameleons and just weird shit. But yeah, I can see why people would diss the way these robots look and how a little out of place they are. One thing you'll notice about the game's graphics is they are kind of ugly. The saturation and the colors they use, they're not the best. It's a garish game. I'll give it that. But fuck, some of the music is really good in this game. Like this Pharaoh Man stage here, it's unique. Okay, we got sand that you're sinking, and it's fun. Like that's the thing I love about the levels. If I was gonna give Mega Man 4 one piece of credit that it does better, is that the levels are all like Mega Man 2. They managed to stay very distinct from one another. I played this game with my older brother when I was growing up in February of '92. I think we rented this game, and we couldn't beat any of the fucking Robot Masters in this game. They were hard as hell. The levels, we didn't have an easy mode like we did in Mega Man 2, and I didn't really play much of Mega Man 3. I don't know, the game was kind of a black sheep. But this game, everything felt distinct. Every level, you get your ass handed to you and you couldn't beat every level. This game did it. This is the first game I feel that really polished everything without being too samey, same old, same old. And I have a lot of respect for it because of that. People say, well, Mega Man was losing his identity in this game and he was getting a charge shot, and that's horseshit, okay? Like, this game still manages to stay relevant. like compared to a game like Mega Man 9, and I'll talk about Mega Man 9 in this video, why I think that game is fucking completely overrated, and why people should stop sucking up to it, because it did jack shit new for the series, and it came out in 2008. 1992, yeah, it's a late release for an NES, and this game still kind of follows the same pattern of every other game in the series, but there are enough improvements where you don't need to top it after this game. You know, the music, I think the music has some good tunes in it, but I will agree with most people. They say Mega Man 4's music sucks, and I don't think it sucks, but it's definitely probably the weakest of all. One of the weakest of all the Mega Man games. Mega Man 6 probably has weak, worse music, but music doesn't make a game, people. You know, it doesn't make a game. You know, if your game's got good music, but the gameplay sucks and the levels suck, like Mega Man 9's levels suck, then the game it's not good, you know? So you have to factor in all that stuff, and yeah, the sound effects are annoying. You get into a Robot Master and it's like that, and I can see people not liking it. But that's a small thing, and it's going to be overwritten, you know? You gotta look at the big picture. The game may not be as charming as, like, Mega Man 2, but, or some of the other Mega Man games. And I gotta fucking concentrate here. This guy's a lot harder than I remember. I've played these games so many times. I just keep charging up, Pharaoh, man. Stop jumping around. He keeps jumping. I don't want to die. One thing you'll notice is when enemies hit you, I guess Pharaoh Man doesn't, but if that had been any other Robot Master in this game, I'd have been dead. Because the fucking contact damage is... That is one thing I don't like about Mega Man 4, is that you take like 8, 9 damage if a robot runs into you. And he was being very aggressive there, so I could potentially see that as like a big negative of the game. That's really harsh to get 9 damage. I mean, that's gonna... You know, there's no easy mode in this game like you had in 2, and, you know, so, it's a strike, but it's not that big of a strike. Just learn to get good. Learn to, like, play the game. You know, it's an acceptable thing for 1992 to be like that. It's acceptable. I'm gonna do these robots out of different orders, because I don't care. I don't give a shit. But, yeah, Mega Man 4 is so balanced, and I love the, It's got an ugly beauty to it. Like, I mean, some people would say it's ugly, but it's a beauty. There's something about it. Like I love the way these robots look when they die. They go into like you know, they look silly and goofy, and I like that though. There's something about it that it has a charm to it. Every, you know, like Mega Man 2 had its classical charm, and Mega Man 3 had its dark and kind of raw charm. This game has a charm of goofiness, and I think it's special because of that. You know, these crickets. I love these little grasshoppers that you're bouncing on here. They look so, like, it's fun. Like spikes beneath you, and I like the enemies a lot of Mega Man. Mega Man 4, in my opinion, has by far the best enemy selection. Like, I love these, like, cherry popcorn maker. I think they're like vending machines or something. I love killing those guys. I'm gonna go back and fight them just once more. Big, fleshy enemies, you know. Like, they're not shielded at all. You just can unload on these fuckers, and it's just, I love it. I love killing enemies. Like, that's the one thing I hated about Mega Man 9, is that there was so many fucking instant deaths in the game. Like, there wasn't as many enemies to just hack up. Mega Man 3 and 4 have tons of enemies you could just, you know, fucking hack to pieces, and I love it. I like these pineapple dudes, or whatever the fuck they are. I don't know. And I'll get into the weapons, man. That's another reason why this game kicks so much ass, is how fucking awesome every weapon is in the game. I love the weapons in this fucking game. I just love them. I mean, look at this big fucking spirit ball I can put on me. I can throw things around, and yeah, you could say Mega Man 4, you know, it copies Mega Man 2's Pharaoh Shot and all the other shit, and it copies the Leaf Shield and all that, but it's 92, you know, I'll give it a pass on that. And it's made well, and for 92, that's acceptable. I can accept that. But, you know why Mega Man 9 sucks? It's because Mega Man 9 came out in 2008. I mean, it's not a terrible game, but good lord does it get enough praise. The game comes out in 2008, does absolutely shit, does absolutely jack shit new for the series, does nothing new, and everyone, like, sucks up to the game. Like, Where's the Dr. Cossack villain in Mega Man 9? It doesn't have an extra villain. It's Dr. Wily all over again. You know, it's just a traditional masturbation fest. I can't bear how people just suck up to the game. They say it's the best game. It's not the best game. It's probably one of the fucking worst Mega Man games. In fact, after Mega Man 6, I think it's the worst game. It doesn't do anything new. There's no vehicles in the game, like, or extra moves you can do. Like, you can't charge up your gun. You can't slide. You can't, like, ride vehicles like you could in Mega Man X. You can't climb walls or do anything like you could in Mega Man X, which came out in '93, I might add. You know, like, where the fuck is the innovation in Mega Man 9? It has no innovation. Oh, it's all polished and balanced. Yeah, I would accept that if it came out in, like, 91 or 92 like this game did, but it didn't. It came out in 2008. I can't stand it, man. People say, "Well, Mega Man 2's a bad game. Look at how fucking broken everything is and how bad." You know, it came out in 1988, man. You know, it's such a bad game. Look at how great 9 is. Yeah, 20 years later, I fucking better have a more polished game. Except you don't do anything different. I mean, what's wrong with Capcom? Like, couldn't they have made, like, taken more risks with their games? You know? Just wanted to keep doing the same fucking thing over and over again. I love Mega Man. It's my favorite series, but it disgusts me how, like, weak Capcom is and so afraid to try new things, and they just can't do it, you know? They're just so stuck in tradition. These games, like, yeah, they're, like, similar, like I said, but at least it was okay back on the NES because you were limited in what you can do, so I can accept it. I mean, in Mega Man 5 and 6, like, I think those games were stupid in the sense that they really did start ripping off the franchise. But 4, I give it the free pass, and that's why I think it's the best game. It's just, yeah, it's kind of shitty. See that hit contact damage? I can see why people hate this game because of that. You know, yeah, every game has problems. But I love the robots, and I love Brightman. He stops time. He, like, flashes things like Flashman, but the weapon you get from him... Oh boy, man, I should probably go into the weapons and why this game kicks so much ass. Like, every weapon in this game kicks ass. Every weapon is good. I just can't stop talking here. So, just so many things to say. Flash Stopper. This is probably... I might call this the best weapon in the series, like, seriously. But just the fucking fact that you can stop time on enemies is just... That's so awesome. You can stop enemies and then use your Mega Buster. Like, they fixed what was wrong with Flashman's weapon in Mega Man 2. You know, like, you couldn't... In that game, you had to use the whole thing up, but here, you can kind of... I mean, watch this. Look at this. See these guys? Fuck them. I'm just gonna run past them all. Like, and I can still kill them if I want to. I mean, it's so awesome. Uh-oh, now they're in the way, but guess what? I don't give a shit. I can stop them and keep running, and they can't do anything. It even works against mini-bosses. It's awesome. Oh, look, I was going to get hit there. I was about to fall in the pit there, but I stopped time. Like, that is useful beyond belief, people. Flash Stopper should always be on the top of anybody's list for, like, the best weapons. Let's look at Pharaoh Shot. You know, it can go in different directions. The Metal Blade, everyone wants to bitch about and say it's a broken weapon and it's stupid that they put it in the game, and they're full of shit. The Metal Blade is an A+. It's an awesome weapon. I think the Metal Blade is, like, it again is one of the top 10 weapons. I don't care if it's broken. It made the game fun, you know? But Mega Man 4's weapons are just so much... They're so great. This game, I can't give it enough praise with its weapons. Yeah, I would say that's probably the second best thing about this game, other than the whole balance polish of the game. This fucking... The weapons are so awesome. Like, watch this. Look at this. Hey, buddy. Hi, buddy. Now you can't do shit. They can just unload on you and kill you, and they just break the game, and it's fun, and I enjoy it, and that's what a game should be, you know? Look at Mega Man 10 and how fucking terrible the weapons are in that game. That's part of the reason why most people don't even pick up 10, is the weapons are so fucking awful. Like, I mean, they're so dumb, like Commando Bomb and, Chill Spike and the stupid Thunderwall, and every weapon in that game except for Triple Blade sucks. I mean, they're just awful weapons in that game. I can't stand them. Just abysmal. Mega Man 9, yeah, has good weapons, but again, I don't care. It came out in 2008, and I'm not gonna suck its dick for doing shit that's like, again, you can only copy a game so many times before it really loses its charm. Like Jewel Satellite. How many times have we seen a shield weapon? It's only the second time in Mega Man Mega Man 4, Skull Barrier. You know, we had Leaf Shield in the 2, but now we have Skull Barrier. But the weapons in this game are by far. I have respect for this game's weapons. Like, I have respect for Mega Man 2's weapons because they invented so many things, and so did this game. Or it polished. It did what a sequel game should do, and it polished it. Look at Toadman here. So let him use his rain dance, shake his ass, and use rain. You know, people are like, "Oh, Toadman's so easy. There shouldn't be a boss that's broken." But that's okay. You know, you learn things. Like it was intentional. They wanted you to not let him use his attack. I love yeah, I just love the weapons so much. I can't stop saying it. They're so great. And I'll talk more about them when they come up, because that's what the whole purpose of this video is, for me to just get my feelings out on why I think this is the best Mega Man game. Yeah, people who pick up the game and get killed a lot will probably start cursing it and say Mega Man 2's better, but still, this game, all things considered, people, it is. Yeah, the graphics, yeah, I like the, you see that he gets his weapon, I like this too, like the turning, the animation, it's good. I know they had a higher budget too when they were working with this, so of course it should be better. Rush Marine Adapter. I like the adapters too in this game. That's another thing this game did that Mega Man 9 and 10 didn't do fucking jack shit with. This game has, it has adapters, it has items like to get, like you have the balloon and the wire adapter, like, that's extra things. I mean, it takes everything that Mega Man 3 had, and maybe it dumbs it down a little bit like the Rush Jet, but we still, it's an improvement, you know what I mean? It's an improvement, it's going forward. Now watch this here. Look at this Rain Flush. Boom! It just kills everything on the screen. These guys are kind of a fuck you. I'm not sure how I feel about this, but that's okay. We got Flash Stopper. We can just run through all this garbage. And these shielded guys, we use Flash Stopper, like, makes them weak too. Like, I love that. Look at that. Might be wondering what's across this thing. There's nothing over on this one like Pharaoh Man's, but still makes you curious, you know. But, you know, one of the other just awesome things about Mega Man 4, this game, is the level design is really good. I mean, it's so well-paced, you know, and so polished and balanced. I love these enemies too, these big crushing guys. Look how fleshy they are. I like killing them. There's lots of them, you know. They're generous with the enemies in this game, which also kicks ass. Not as generous as Mega Man 3, but that's... I don't have like a big smack weapon to hurt these guys with. Every weapon is just so good. Like I said, but the level design is good in this game. It's not bullshit like anywhere in the last 3 games at all, where there's just absolutely nothing you can do. You know, it's tough, but it's not clogged with instant death like Mega Man 9 is either. You know, it remains, it keeps its identity. So yeah, I think the stage design is really a big factor of why this game is my favorite Mega Man game, and why I think it's the best game. It's tough, man, you know. 2 and 3 have great stage design, have some pretty memorable stage design also, but it's all unique. Mega Man 3 is not a game I play too much. I do think Mega Man 3 stage design is also really good, despite it being rushed. Like, it was rushed out the door, and they did a good job with it. Like, it still flows really well. Like, I love games where there's long stretches of running to do, and lots of, you know, I don't want too much platforming in my game. I don't want too many Yoku blocks or any of that garbage, you know. I want to be able to, like, really, have a nice run through of the game and just slaughter at robots like you do in number 3. I mean, you really get to slaughter robots in 3. Like, there's a Gemini Man stage at the beginning. I love these popcorn making dudes. I love killing them. They're so big and easy to just big pushovers, you know. Look at him. Blah, he dies. Yeah, this game is it's a little more claustrophobic than 3, but it's still designed, I think, just a smidge better. I mean, people, like, really ragged on this game. They said this is the fucking worst game ever, and they missed the big picture of the game and why it's so good. And, like, they just, you know, they're like, oh, look at this noise. It's bad. No, get over it, you know. It's one thing. It doesn't ruin a game because the boss's meter fills up slowly. I mean, what, you have to endure it for, what, 3 seconds or 2 seconds and that's it? Come on. Oh yeah, look at this, Dustman. Check out Rain Flush here. It even hurts him when he's sucking in. I think that's pretty sweet. I don't have his weapon, because I'm not going to weakness order. Ouch. I do agree, though, that the music of 4 is not very good. It's pretty high-pitched, a lot of the... most of the themes. I mean, I would say, like, Pharaoh Man, Cossack, and Bright Man have good themes, but some of them, like Drill Man and Dust Man and Ring Man, have pretty shitty themes. They are ear-raping, and I can totally understand. Like, look at this. It takes 8 damage when he hits you. That's bad. Like, I can understand why people hate... The music is a big part of Mega Man, and... yeah, if you don't have good music, you can see people being turned off from it. But music isn't everything, again. Music's not everything. Just like graphics aren't everything. Just like weapons and gameplay aren't everything. I think a lot of Mega Man fans fail to, like, understand how important it is to have innovation in your games, though, you know? Like, Mega Man X was a lot of innovation. Like, it really innovated the series, you know? Mega Man X brought vehicles, wall climbing, an intro stage. It's a lovely game. It's a little easy, Mega Man X, but it's just a beautiful game with upgrades and items. And it's what Mega Man 9 and 10 and 11 should have been. It's what those games should have been, you know? But Capcom did nothing with those games. Like, I was gonna say Mega Man 11, like, I talk about that game too. I fucking don't even want to, like, play that game anymore at all. It's so, like, boring. It does nothing. It's even worse than 9. Like, it's even worse because you had even more time to do something, and, like, all you did was just make the graphics look a little bit... You changed the graphical style. That's all you fucking did. And you gave a gear system, which is just like, I don't know, Flash Man's weapon and Bright Man's weapon. Well, I can stop time, and I can fucking charge my weapon like I could in Mega Man X. Like, that's all you're doing, you know? You didn't add any, like, extra vehicles or, like, a ton of stages. You know, it's still a short-ass game with the same goddamn villain. It's still Dr. Wily. Come on, you fuckers, try something new. You know? So I don't like Mega Man 11 at all. Plus, Keiji Inafune's gone, so who gives a shit? You know? I mean, I think I would rather play Mighty Number 9 over Mega Man 11. Seriously, just because at least it's a little bit different. Like, it's a different character. It was different stuff. I mean... Innovation is important. I know that, you know, the games are good, but again, the oldness, it only applies so far to a game. Like, that's why the Mega Man X series went to shit, because it kept doing the same thing. And then they tried to go 3D with it with Mega Man X7, and everybody just badmouthed the fuck out of the game, and then Capcom got cold feet and made like Mega Man X8. I don't even remember it, but they had made so many fucking rip-offs of the same game by that point. You know, the thing about Mega Man X1 is they weren't afraid to try new stuff. That's why it was so good. And that's why the later games never will compete with Mega Man X. That's why most games won't compete with Mega Man X, is they just can't, you know... And why nobody takes the series seriously as much, you know, as other series like Mario or Sonic or all these other old mascots, because these games can't get on with the times, you know? But, yeah, I just don't like Mega Man 11. I made a video ranking the weapon, or a game ranking all the Mega Man weapons up until 10, and I wouldn't put Mega Man 11 in there, because I can't look at I can't look at the game with a straight face, man. I just can't do it. I mean, it's just... Ugh. Seeing fucking Dr. Wily as the villain again every goddamn time in his fucking saucer, like... Oh... You know, when people are like, oh, well, the graphics are different, man, they got out of 8-bit. Wow, you got out of 8-bit, man, that's amazing. You got Mega Man 7, which is a really fantastic game. I love Mega Man 7. Like, Mega Man 7, it gets a lot of shit. And it got out of, like, 8-bit, you know what I mean? It got into the Super Nintendo, like Mega Man X, and it gets bashed, like, so hard, and it's like, why? Why are you bashing Mega Man 7? It's just, it had an intro stage, it has new characters. Dr. Wily's still the villain, which is stupid, but it's got new, it had bass, you know what I mean? And like, the way the robots looked, and like it was 16-bit, you know, and it had like a, you know, a shop you could buy shit from. It was innovative, Mega Man 7. Mega Man 7 is just a great game too. That gets just too much hate. I mean, I put Mega Man 7 as like my 3rd favorite in the series. I think maybe it's my 4th, but it's definitely a far superior game to Mega Man 8 and way superior to 9, 10, 11. Yeah. I like seeing games that try new things with this series. I mean, they can keep some of the formula, but they always they don't add more levels or add more move sets and stuff. We don't need a simple game all the time. Another thing I was been really disappointed with a lot of the Mega Man games, and it's not a huge thing. I guess like I've come to accept it that most Mega Man games want to stay in 2D. Okay, that's fine. You're gonna stay in 2D, but try something new, man. You know, try to be a little bit different if you're really gonna want to stay in 2D forever. You know, don't keep copying the same thing. Like, I think I would still be okay if Mega Man 9 was in 8-bit. I don't have a problem with 8-bit, really. I just want to see a lot in my game. I want to see a ton of new features. God, I love killing these guys. Look how easy they go down. I wish I had Drill Bomb. That's the one weapon I probably should have brought because it's such a great weapon. Rain Flesh Kick. God, I love this. Boom, they're all dead. No worry, no bullshit. Best screen clearing weapon in the whole series. This weapon is like one of the top 10 weapons also. I like these guys too. Like you shoot them with a gun and then they get up again and you're like, how the fuck do I get rid of them? And like, you can either charge like this or, I'll show it off later, but you can use like the flash stopper and then just like mow through them, which is cool. Boom! Look at all these guys die. Imagine if Mega Man 10 had Mega Man 4 weapons, how, like, what a difference it would have made, you know? Just to, like, wipe everything out on the screen. No screen clearing weapons in 10. Viewers watching this video so far, if you've kept up for this, say the phrase that, Kalinka is in Mega Man 4. Write that in the comments if you watch this. Kalinka is in Mega Man 4. That way I know if you actually watched my video or not. Again, say, Kalinka is in Mega Man 4. And she's a new character too, which kicks ass. Again, they don't really talk about Cossack anymore after this game, which I'm okay with, you know. Sometimes characters wear out their welcome. Like, I think Bass wore out his welcome as the games kind of went on with it, you know. Like, I don't need to see Bass in every game, and you know, to be honest, one thing I really liked about Mega Man 11, if there's one thing I did like, is that they didn't fucking shoehorn Proto Man and Bass into the game like they did every other game, you know? Like, they actually... I'm glad that they didn't put him in the game. Like, I was hoping that Wily would be in Mega Man 11. I didn't want to see him either. I wanted to see something really new, you know? Like, you can keep Mega Man, you can keep Roll and Rush and those guys, but just... get some new characters, people. Like, that's what I want. New characters. A new villain. The game teaches you to experiment with like levels and I don't know, these jumps. Can I get that energy tank or is it impossible? I like the sound effects when you kill enemies in the game, so the bashed. Oh, I love this game so much. Yeah, watch this. Look at these guys. Where they once had defense, now they can just be mowed through. It's all good. I wanted to see them come up with new power-ups, too, for the games. Like, I think it would be cool if they put, like... I mean, energy tanks are good, but they are a little broken, I won't lie. Like, being able to refill all your energy, like... I think Mega Man and Bass had a really good system of parts. That's another game I haven't talked about yet. Mega Man and Bass, like, everyone gives that game... A lot of people give shit to that game. They think it's a terrible game. One reviewer, TGX, he actually complimented the game and, like, I thought that guy's made some reviews, and everyone's hated that guy because he dissed Mega Man 9's review, but, that game, Mega Man and Bass, like, people who do like that game do appreciate the weapon system in the game. How you get, like, you can buy all those parts in the store, and I think that's a good way to do it, to buy parts. I think you should have been able to equip more than one part. But like, the fact that you can buy parts and get them, like, it makes the game good. You know, you can't just muscle your way through with energy tanks like you can in like a lot of the other games. And I kind of dig that. You know, I dig the whole getting items and stuff. What I don't dig, though, is how fucking terrible Mega Man's moveset is in the game. I mean, he has no, like, double jump or rush adapters to help him move around, or extra abilities. You know, like, come on. You know, you couldn't add more things for him. Like, you give Bass a double jump, and then you give him a fucking, like, treble adapter where he can fly around, like, shouldn't Mega Man have gotten that adapter? You know? Like, why did you give it to Bass? Why didn't you give it to Mega Man, so, like, you could have, like, balanced out the levels and stuff? And I don't know. Like, it's just too painful to play through as Mega Man. I can't do it. Like, he's meant to fight bosses, which is cool, and it is fun to kill the bosses in that game. I mean, people say, like, Burner Man and Dynamo Man are terrible fucking bosses. I like them. I actually dig those fights. You know, I think they're good fights. They're exciting, they're unique, I mean, the bosses have all these moves, which is really cool. Like, they can heal, like, they can repair themselves, and they can, this one up is really hard to get. I've never been able to get it. Or very rarely. It's just one of those that you skip. They can, like, all the bosses in Mega Man and Bass had, like, you know, they had more than, like, two attacks, which I think is cool. Because most games only give, like, the bosses, like, a couple attacks, and it's just like, you know, who cares, but, I like the bosses in Mega Man and Bass. I think they're all unique and good, you know. What I don't like about Mega Man Bass bosses is the fucking King Fortresses. They are just... What were they thinking? I mean, what was Capcom thinking making a jet that flies through a level for, like, 8 minutes, and if you fall down, you're fucked and you have to do the whole... Like, what were they thinking with that? So, and having to do all 4, like, 5 bosses in one go? I mean, it's like Inafune wanted to frustrate kids as much as he possibly could and, like, make them so pissed off, you know? And, a lot of people hate Mega Man. Some people hate these games because they're so hard. And it's just like, yeah, don't play Mega Man and Bass if you get frustrated easily, because, you're gonna throw your controller through the TV or computer screen, or you're gonna lose, like, 3 weeks of sleep playing that game. Ugh. I mean, look at Skull Barrier. Look at this. You can use this to protect yourself from these boulders. People are bashing Skull Barrier. It's a shitty weapon. Well, look at this. This is a shitty weapon. No, because it works well in the game. I mean, yeah, if you put this weapon in another game, it wouldn't be very good, but... Oh yeah, going back to Mega Man and Bass, but yeah, you know, you have Mega Man and you have Bass you can play as, and they're both, I like how you have 2 characters. I think it's unique. It's fun to have 2 different stories. I wish the levels were different, though. Like, I wish there was, like, more to do in the levels than just the same level going through. One giant criticism a lot of people give Mega Man games is that they don't... The levels are a little too linear in the games, you know? It was okay in the old games, but... again, Mega Man 9 and 11, linear levels, you know? Linear fucking levels. Like, there's no extra routes to go through. Like, Mega Man 7 had levels where you could go through... Like, there was extra routes, like Junkman stage and Shade Man. Like, I thought that was awesome. Like, you didn't know about them, but they were there. Yeah, that's something I wish Mega Man and Bass had done more, though, with. It's like, have, like, there are some paths that you can only go through with, like, you know, like a little, but they're really short areas, you know, they're not like a whole different section, you know. So, it's got some pluses and minuses, some big pluses, but overall, just the terrible bosses and the level of frustration is what makes Mega Man and Bass not a very good game. You know, I mean, you can only get away with fucking the player over so many ways. Like, you know, some of the stages, like Magic Man stage, are just I can't play them. I hate them. Ground Man stages, Mega Man, they're frustrating as hell. I like Ring Man stage. I like every stage in Mega Man 4, like I said. I like this clouds and you're going upward, and yeah, it's like Crash Man stage, but still, look at the, you know, got these like rainbow platforms. I think this is kind of cool. Like, look at this. As a kid, I was always getting my ass handed to me in this level, and I keep falling down, and I loved it. I accepted it, you know, it's still fun. a lot of these games, like, you just get good at them and then you start loving them and stuff. And even Mega Man 9, when you start playing it a million times and you get good at it, but, you know, first impressions are important. And, I don't know. Mega Man 2 is such a great game, in my opinion, because it makes a great first impression, you know. They have a difficulty mode in Mega Man 2. You didn't even have, like, you didn't have that until Mega Man 10. We went all these games without a difficulty mode. We had no easy mode when we start the game up. Mega Man 10, to its bless its heart, that gives over Mega Man 9, is it has a difficulty mode. You know what I mean? There's an easy mode to start the game off with. You didn't have that in 9. And no, I don't fucking count Hero Mode in 9, because it doesn't start off with that. That's not a difficulty mode, people. Everyone wants to, like, make little excuses about why 9's okay, you know, no. Yeah, watch this. I got Rush Jet a little late in this game, so I didn't get to have fun with it. But look at this. Look at how fun this is to, like, move around with. Like, you can just skip all those areas with this. The Rush Jet in 9 sucked. Like, I never found a good place to use Rush Jet in 9. Except Tornado Man stage, which I thought was, like, the worst stage in that game. If I had to pick a best stage in Mega Man 9, I would say Concrete Man stage or Hornet Man stage is the best, and Tornado Man stage is, like, the worst stage in the whole series. Easily the worst stage, just littered with death and, like, hits and spikes and rain. Oh. The mini-bosses in Mega Man 4, I was praising the enemies in this game, how I think they're really good. I love the enemies, but I think the mini-bosses were better in 2 and 3. The hippo on the pedestal that we just fought, a little too crazy for my taste. A little too wacky. I still appreciate the effort, but I think my favorite mini-boss in the whole series is that fish in Mega Man 2. Like, when you kill him, like, his fucking eyes glaze over and he just blows up. I think that's awesome. I don't know, the whale looks a little weird. Again, Mega Man 4, great game, but it does have some weird crap in it that's a little too... Just got an odd presentation. This game just has an odd presentation that a lot of people are not going to be able to overlook, like I do. I always wonder what Ringman's level was supposed to be. I guess he's in space, like, we went so high up that we went into outer space or something. You know, rings like Saturn and stuff. I love Drill Bomb. Look at this. Boom! So that's what I think it is. This level is probably the longest in the game, and this one always gave me a hard time when I played through. But I know the secret to it all, because I've played these games so many times now. Ooh, look at this long little path here. I think one thing that would have been cool is if they put the Dr. Cossack logos above the door. They didn't do that in this game like they did in Mega Man 2. That was the one thing everyone loves about Mega Man 2, is you got that little Wily logo above the door when you got there. That was awesome. And Ringman is a fucking hard robot if you don't know what to do. Like, watch this. Oops! He takes 8 damage if he hits you. Ow! You better learn this guy's pattern. I just can't stop talking, man. I have so much stuff I could say about this game. Yeah, the weapons, like, some of the bosses in the game, the weapons used against them, some of them have, like, a couple weaknesses, but, one thing I really love about Mega Man 2, and Mega Man 3 to an extent, is that Robot Masters in the games had, more than one weakness. And I hate how these other games, like 9, 10, and 11, and, I don't know how 8 was, but I don't like that they only went back to one weakness, you know? Like, I want to see... I like games where there's, like, multiple ways to kill a boss. Like, he has, like, 2 weaknesses, and, like... I always thought that was cool with Mega Man 7. Another thing I love about Mega Man 7's Robot Masters is, like when you hit them with a special weapon, they had, like, a freak-out pose that they do. Like, I love that, like, you could freeze Slash Man, or you could, like, turn him to fire. I thought that was awesome. Like, you know, Junkman was, like, all shocked and shit. I think that was great. Love this map, by the way. Love the snowy field and, like, how, like, dreadful and... What's it gonna be? I wonder what Vladimir Putin would think of this game. Russians. God, we are so loaded now. I mean, look at this. We're using the Mega Buster. Just fucking loaded with weapons. I love the arsenal that you, like, I like the way it's displayed in the menu, too. Like, look at this. I like the little icons you see. Like, Mega Man 3 had icons, but they weren't... You didn't have this beautiful menu screen. Mega Man 4 is the most beautiful menu screen of any Mega Man game. All the little rain and the drill and the ring, the wires, and all these little items. You got 14 fucking items on the screen. Is my math correct? Yeah, 7 times 2. So beautiful. Little energy tanks and color. Oh, they put so much work into this game. I mean, I like another thing I love about Mega Man 4 and Mega Man 2. Like between Mega Man 2, 3, and 4, I don't know which one I would pick. I would probably either pick 2 or 4. If I was stuck on a desert island, even though I say 4 is the best game, 2 is also so beautiful, and that's in part in the Wily Fortress. I love the Wily Fortress in Mega Man 2, and I love it in the Cossack Cat in this one too. Like both of these games have amazing fortresses, and the reason they have amazing fortresses, we'll get to it here. I'll just say it now. The reason these fortresses are awesome is that they have so many little, like, fucking little... You get to use your adapters. You have to utilize all your shit to get through them. I think that's brilliant. I love that you have to utilize a weapon, like adapters and shit to, like, get past things, you know? Like, it makes you think, you know? That's how these games should be, like, utilizing... It's that breaking and entering feeling that I really, really find fun. Like, how will I get up this? You know, use a balloon or use rush coil. Like we're scaling Cossack's wall here, his fortress in a snowy, cold night, you know? And most of the time you don't have to use the adapters to get through this area like you did in 2, where you really had to use them. But you still have to use them in a few places, and that's just so welcome. Watch this, look at this guy. Boom! Drill bomb just takes him out instantly. And they did put the Cossack logos above the door in the fortress, is cool. But I love the castle in this game. That's another reason why this is one of my I think this is the best Mega Man game, is the castle's so fucking great. I like this big robot here. I like killing him. He's awesome. Big drill guy who just blow, you know, fucking meaty enemies. Big, large, fat enemies that just do a number on him, you know? One thing I didn't like about Mega Man 5's fortress with the Darkmen, I didn't like the, like little robots. Like, I don't want to fight little guys in a fortress. I want to fight big guys like this. Like, this is fun, you know? Mega Man 7 had some big robot, or, you know, Mega Man 2 had big ones too, like the Guts Dozer. I thought that was awesome. I love that big guts machine. And, the dragon. You know, big bosses. Keep it big, you know? Mega Man 3, like I said, Mega Man 2, 3, and 4 are my favorite classic games. It's hard for me to pinpoint which one is the best, but I think I would choose Mega Man 3 as the last place of the 3, because while it is it's got great levels, and I love the Doc robots in that game. Fuck the people who don't like the Doc robots, by the way. I think they're great, and I think the bosses are broken, but I love the levels that they have. You know, I think they're... People say that made the game longer. Like, no, it didn't. It was great. You know, we need more levels. I don't like the castle. The Wily Fortress in that game is pretty bad. I mean, it's just... Like, look at this. I love this. We're flying across a bunch of spikes on a jet here. I mean, look at this big, giant pit of spikes with this rush. Like, this is... We have to use Rush Jet to get across here. You know, you get to the end here, there's a little ladder up there. I love that. I love this architecture here. The snow in the background, the windows. God, it's so good. I like killing these guys, too, with the Ring Boomerang. Boom. Dead. Melancholy music. This music's good. It's like, it's all cold and hard, and just how I imagine Russia to be, you know? Cold and like tough and kind of... The song starts off with like kind of tough and sad here, and then it gets all happy here. Like listen to this. Like, we're just like, oh, we're all depressed here, and then it like here, it's all like... It's all like joyous and stuff, and then it gets depressing again. It works, it fits the stage, you know? We're in some other dude's laboratory. Love these pineapple guys. But I mean, look at the Wily Castle here. It's not too ridiculous, but it's still innovative enough. You have these little spike guys on the side here. I think there's a section there's a section in Mega Man 3's Wily Castle that had something like this. Fuck it, I don't need it. I'm good enough at this game. But for people who suck at this, you know, like, they give you enough power-ups in the castle, which is great. Shit. It's always a good thing to have more power-ups in your game. Always a good thing to have lots of shit laying around. Like, don't make games where there's no health power-ups or other things that, you know, you can get stuck and fucked. Like, I hate that. That's why I hate Castlevania games, the NES ones, is like, it's so fucking hard to recover health in the game, you know? You can't... It's so hard to do. You get like a chicken leg that's hidden in a wall, and it's like, that's the only way I can heal myself, you asshole? Like, 5 hits and I'm dead. And this game, you know, 5 hits you're dead too, but enemies at least drop lots of life, and you can, like, pick up E-tanks, energy tanks, and, you know, there's lots of ways to get yourself back together again. That's why Mega Man's the best NES. I think Mario 3 maybe is a little bit better, but the Mega Man games are like, these NES games are they're just untouchable on the NES. You know, everything is so great about Mega Man on the NES that other NES gamers just didn't know what to do, you know? I mean, look at how beautiful the graphics are. Every Mega Man game, even the first one, has like just masturbation graphics. They're just clean and colorful and polished. I love this level. I love the music here. It's all like the depressing mood's gone, and now we're like in an exciting kind of auto-scrolling level. Like, I like you know, having an auto-scrolling level is something different. With a big tower in the background, you know. I love this game so much. Gosh, this level just makes me want to jump from, like, skyscraper to skyscraper. Yeah, after this game, the series, you know, Mega Man X came, and that was a blessing for it, because just the other games, man, they felt depressing, you know? Mega Man 5 and 6, especially 6, they're just depressing, you know? They were very, like, you could really tell the games were losing their age. I love these guys right here. Look at these guys. Like, blow them up. So many weapons hurt them. I love killing those guys. And there's this little fucking... Oh, yeah. I love killing the red guys. Give you a little short break here. I like that little short break to go through. And then it resumes its auto-scrolling. Not too hard, but still, you gotta keep pace with it. Perfect difficulty. I would say this is the best fortress in the entire series. Like, this fortress here, it's so balanced. You know, that Mega Man 2's Dr. Wily Castle is a runner-up because the music's great and because you have to utilize all the weapons. But this fortress, I think, just beats Wily Mega Man 2's Wily. It's just so well designed. I love these little go down like this, you know. Not as good as the music again. Music's not as good as 2, but everything else just feels so much better. Yeah, you gotta think here, you gotta go down. As a kid, I saw this E-tank, and I was like, how do I get this? You know what I mean? I can't slide in midair. Is it impossible to get that E-tank? Is there an item I can use, like Ring Boom Ring, that can get it for me, or retrieve it? But, no. You gotta use the balloon, man. You gotta think outside the box. Outside the Mega Box. I couldn't come up with a joke on that, but, you know, gotta think, man. Good old balloon adapter. Just like the old Item 1 brought back. But this is kind of unique, isn't it? I mean, look at this. You got a boss with, like, spikes beneath us. Like, that's cool. You know? I've been wanting to make my own Mega Man game. Like, there's a lot of guys that have made their own games, like Mega Phil X and shit. You know, they gotta do what they wanted to do, and I tell you, man, if I made a Mega Man game, I would probably keep it 8-bit because it is, and I know I'm preaching to the choir on not an innovation, but you know, obviously I wouldn't have the resources to make a 3D game and something big, but I would make lots of levels in my game. I would fucking chock it full of levels and have many paths, and you'll notice in all these games you can't really go upward very much. It's usually Like Mega Man 7 and 8 in base, the Super Nintendo version games kind of had a little bit more, like you could kind of, you know, Mario 3, you could kind of fly in the air with a raccoon suit, go in the sky. Like, these games are always screen for screen, which is a little disappointing, but I would do that. I'd make an 8-bit game where I could really go around and travel through the level and kind of have, like, checkpoints and... Oh, it'd be so great. I'd have, like, a world map where you... I didn't need to do that. I'd have, like, a world map where you could see, like a Mario 3 style map where there were, like, little Sniper Joe levels to go through with lots of enemies, and you could collect, like, machine parts and, like, weapon ammo and stuff, you know? I'd probably get rid of the... how Mega Man changes... Well, maybe I'd keep him changing colors, but... I'd make it a little more, I would like each weapon to, like, run on its own ammo rather than just one generic ammo. Because, you know... I mean, how the fuck does a drill bit use the same ammo as, like... I don't know, a skull barrier or, like, a rain flush? I mean, how do they use... They don't use the same thing, do they? Like, how does Mega Man... Well, he shows him shooting a capsule in the air, but, you know, there's things like the... like skull barrier. Where does the skulls come from? His Buster, or does he just they come out of his head? How does he use them? You know. But it's a video game, so I don't know who gives a shit. I love how there's two different ways to go here. Like, this is what I want to see in a game. Like, you can go that way, or you can go up and see the nice starry sky. I always go this way because it's fun to see, like, the stars and at night. You know, I'm a sucker for nighttime backgrounds in a game. And if you're still watching this game, say Cossack 4 is cool. Say Cossack 4 is cool if you're watching this. If you've gotten to this point in the video and you're following what I'm saying and you really give a shit, you care. Because I'm not a very big YouTuber, and there's a million other guys out there who probably make way better videos than I do. You know, they're way, like, more witty, and they come up with awesome jokes and shit, you know. But passion makes me want to play these games, man. Passion. I don't want to talk about my life right now and how I'm having difficulty with certain things. I just want to talk about good times, like playing this game. And, you know, these are the things that got me through, like, school when I had trouble and, you know, and I had hard childhood. I always had Mega Man to come home to and play. Like, I had these games to really blow off steam after a hard fucking day of school where kids were mean, like, you know, friends turned on me and had bullies to deal with. You know, I had this game to play. Really took the edge off my hard life. That's how I cope with my stress, man. I played video games. I didn't fucking take drugs. I didn't smoke cigarettes or drink alcohol. Fuck, that's... I can't get this thing. I didn't take drugs or smoke cigarettes or you know, I played Mega Man. That was my therapy. Yeah. Mega Man, good old Mega Man. I like how we're fighting Cossack himself, like he's in a little crane thing here. Yeah, he's gotta experiment with weapons, work on enemies. It's probably why I've been so single for so long, and why I don't know, I'm not married and don't have any kids, is I like these games too much, and I probably play them a lot more than I should, because they're just so fucking fun to pick up, you know? I mean, they really are fun to pick up. And it's probably, again, because I grew up with them, but I don't care. I love them. I could have a 2-hour debate with people on the Mega Man games and still feel like I have more to say. Little Kalinka there. Please, Mega Man, don't. Yeah, we got some dialogue going here, you know? We had some dialogue in 3, which is cool. So, Proto Man kidnapped Kalinka, like, I guess Mega Man and Proto Man didn't make up in number 3. Like, they didn't, like, apologize to each other, now he's kind of sketchy again. Why were you working for Wily? I'm gonna break you, Mega. Like that, I'm gonna break you. I don't know. How did Wily teleport down, too? Does he have, like, a machine to do that? Gotta have the famous eyebrow dance. Shoom! And yeah, we got 2 castles in this game. I think that's awesome. 2 castles, you know? The first game that did it. They recycled that from 5 and 6, and this game gives you 2 castles. Something 9 and 10 didn't do. I always wonder where this castle is in, like, the Earth. Like, how far is it from Dr. Cossack's castle? I don't imagine it's too far. I mean, they're both in Russia, you know. Love the music in the stage, too. This Wily Castle's got great music. The green pipes and the colors. This is the last game, like I said, that really had innovation in it. The last Mega Man game with just the quality. They really, the heart was in it. It was heart. It wasn't just a cash grab. This game, you know, it wasn't a recycled shit fest like a lot of the other ones. Just, you know. Viewers, what do you think is the best Mega Man game, and why? I think I might have asked this earlier in the video, but what do you think of Mega Man 4? Do you think it really gets more hate than it deserves, and it's just a phenomenal game, and Mega Man, you know, 9 and 10 are fucking rip-offs, or do you love all the games together? I mean, what do you all think of this, of what I've like ranted about and gave my opinion? What does your your Mega robotic brain tell you? Do you think the music sucks a lot in this game compared to the other games? I mean, are you gonna call a spade and not be afraid and still love it? Do you think Mega Man 2 has the best music and Mega Man 4 has the worst? Do you think the series got lazy? Do you think the series should have transitioned into like 3D or updated things? What do y'all think? Yeah, we got Yuko blocks here. I always skip them with the jet. Oh, I'm tired. It's my Sunday off, and yeah, I went to church this morning. I don't like going to church too much because, one, I'm not really religious, and I don't know, I don't worship Jesus all that much like a lot of people do, and those of you religious people watching this, don't take offense to it, but I just don't care about Jesus and God. I mean, I care about God, but I don't, you know, I don't feel like I sinned as a child, or I was born a sinner. I don't know. But I don't like going to church because I don't like having to get up early on a Sunday morning when it's like it's my day off. You know, I just want to sleep in, and I mean, I feel like I deserve more than one day a week to sleep in. You know, Saturday I get to sleep in, but it's like I want to sleep in on Sunday too. You know, why can't church be in the evening or something? Like, you know, why does it have to be early in the morning? We went to you know, school or work 5 days in a row, like early in the morning. Why do you have to punish us again with like making us go to wake up again? Is it like a sacrifice to God? Like I gotta wake up early in the morning and just bear it and be uncomfortable? So I don't know. I might keep going to churches and stuff, and you know, and all that, just because I want to meet people. I'm really lonely, and I've moved, and I'm really lonely, and it's hard, like, getting to know other people. I'm not trying to go kill this guy without using an energy tank. Oh, fuck. I'm not gonna puss out. If you die at one of these bosses, you have to do the whole thing again, and this Met tool is pretty frustrating. Oh, okay, I guess I didn't need to. Whatever. I'm no bigger of a pussy for using an energy tank, people. If I didn't use an energy tank, this video would go longer than... We're at 58 minutes right now. I don't want to make the video, like, too long. Yeah. Like, people watching this, do you go to church? Do you believe in God? Do you think God has a reason for you to exist? Do you believe in fate? People watching this, do you think fate is a... I can go up there. Do you think fate... Everything's dictated by fate, or do you think... Are you like Morpheus from The Matrix, where there's a difference between knowing the path and, like, walking the path? Like, I think fate does exist. I mean, I think we can make decisions, but what about those decisions with fate? Like, don't they matter? I mean, like, if you choose to sit in your room, I mean, maybe you were fated to just choose to sit in your room. Like, you have choice, but that choice is fate. You know, you were fated to make that choice. I mean, isn't there that kind of fate exist? Y'all know what I'm saying, right? I love The Matrix. It's one of my favorite movies of all time. All 3 parts are good. Fuck the haters on the 2 and 3. The 2 and 3 are great. Like the road scene and the agents that he's fighting, all those Agent Smith guys that he was killing. You know, I thought that was awesome too. Or fighting, you know, multiple copies of them. I thought the road scene in the end, just the beginning, how he's like flying in the second one, I thought it was really awesome. You know, I go back to 2 a lot. I don't watch 3 as much, but I thought 3 was also cool with that, like, fetish nightclub he went to they went to in the beginning and, like, got in those fights with that train guy. I thought that was pretty badass, that French dude. I think he's pretty cool. It's always good to have more villains. I like that scene with all those guns, too, that they had, where they were fighting all those, like, machines, like, invading Zion. It's like, yeah, we get to see shit happening in the real world, you know? And the ending was a little corny with Neo, and, you know, how he, like, well, no, I thought the ending was cool. He confronts Agent Smith, like he's, or Smith, not Agent Smith anymore. Like, he, you know, he like fights him one-on-one on the radio, and there's like all that deep dialogue. I dig it, you know? I dig it all. I love these cherry guys. Boom! Boom! Fucking great music, man. Love this game to pieces, man. Love it to fucking pieces. To mega pieces. I don't know if I'd have a favorite movie. I said The Matrix is like my favorite, but I think a lot of movies are good. Oh yeah, here's this little secret here. If you shoot this guy in the head right here, look at that. Oh, maybe I didn't hit him hard enough. Yeah, look at this. You can go behind him here. Bet a lot of people didn't know that. I learned that from Nico Evaluates. He's a fucking huge Mega Man nerd like me. But I don't agree with a lot of the shit he says, how he fucking disses Mega Man 2. I think he's full of shit. Like, saying Mega Man 2 is bad and it's got bad graphics and comparing it to this game. Like, again, don't compare old games to new games, people. You know? But yeah, he makes awesome videos, Nico. He makes them pretty sweet. He like ranked all the like I did a video ranking all the weapons, like, and he did like one where he like ranked them all in order. Fuck, man, that must have taken him forever. All Mega Man, I like all the Mega Man fans. I think some of them are like too hardcore or things, but you know, you're a Mega Man fan, you're my brother. People take this shit really seriously. Like, they take the games, they take the whole lore and canon, like, all these guys are just goofy motherfuckers, you know? You know, I don't have to preach and remember, like, what every guy's weakness was, you know? Like, nobody remembers every guy's weakness on, like, a robot, but... You know, who cares? Toadman looks silly, I don't care, it's still fun. I like how you get all your items back in this thing, I think that's awesome. Someday I'd like to meet Keiji Inafune. I'd like to meet him and I'd like to ask him all about, like he said Mega Man 3 was his least favorite game in the series, and I've always wondered why he hated that game. Like, why he didn't, why didn't he like the game very much? And I get the feeling he didn't like it because he wasn't in control of, like, making like, he didn't get to make a lot of decisions in the game. Like, the first 2 games, he got to make a ton of decisions, but, he didn't get to make decisions in the 3rd game, and maybe he was angry about that, or he didn't want to, I don't know, but he considered it his least favorite game. Someday I wish I could interview him and ask him why he hated the game so much. And he's like said Mega Man 2 is his favorite game, like most people. Keiji Inafune, man. Poor guy. He fucked up with a lot of stuff, like, he fucked up with, you know, the Mighty Number 9, everyone crucified him, and yeah, Mighty Number 9 was a shitty game. It really isn't a very well-made game. It's irritating. There's not a lot to, like, you can't find, like, lots of secrets in the game. There's no, like, real items or shit. Having to dash into enemies is fucking stupid. I mean, it's something new, and I like innovation, but, like, I don't want to have to dash into an enemy to hurt him when he's trying to kill me, you know? Like, that's the only way to kill the guy? I gotta dash into him? I mean, no. It's a fucking stupid idea. I mean, it's an idea, but it's frustrating. So, yeah. Yeah, Mighty Number 9. I mean, the series, like, after when he left, I could feel the sadness and like, I mean, I could feel you could tell that the series, like, people at Capcom had just given up on the franchise. They didn't want to add any more to it, and that's disappointing, you know. I just wanted to get one 3D Mega Man game where I had, you know, you could go around doing what you did here in these games with eight robots or more. Like Mega Man X7 was the closest thing we got to that sort of thing, and that game's fucking terrible. Everybody hates that game too. Like that game is like the most bullied game in the whole franchise. Like everybody just rags on X7, and yeah, it's a bad game, but it, you know, bless its heart, it did put the franchise into 3D. It didn't go back and like bring it back to 2D again, like Mega Man X8 did, and everyone's sucking X8's dick. I don't know. But the developers got cold feet when they realized they couldn't do it. Mega Man Legends was in 3D also, and you know, people like the game, but those games didn't get much attention. I played Mega Man the first Mega Man Legends game. I actually played it just through because I was like, I gotta play this game through if I call myself a true Mega Man fan. And it, yeah, it's a good game. I think the first Legends game was good. It had some charm, you know, having a 3D world to go around in is good. I do like fighting the Robot Masters though and getting their weapons that way, but that's okay, you know, the game was different. It's a hard game though, there's some frustrating moments in it, because like all these old games has frustrating stuff in it, and I don't see myself going back and replaying it because I didn't grow up with it. I played Mega Man Legends 2, the second one also, and I didn't get through that game very far, because I got to a boss where, like Trombone, I think you fight her in like a machine, and she's, like, Mega Man thinks she's Roll or something, and, like, I just got really frustrated with the game, because I had to, like, run around, and it got, like, took forever to kill the bosses, and I just didn't want to play it anymore. And all the fans were just outraged that Mega Man Legends 3 never came out, and I guess people really liked the second one a lot and wanted to play it, but yeah, I didn't have as close a relationship like a lot of people though to the series because I didn't grow up with the Legends games. I don't know, I just moved on. They did a bad job advertising the Legends games. They were, you know, the Mega Man X games got so much like love and screen time that anything else just wasn't really cared about. Fucking Bright Man and his stopping time. Yeah, he can only stop time at 3 different intervals on his thing. If you have like 4 life left or 8 life left, he'll stop time. Yeah, then he had like the Zero series, like the Game Boy Advance Zero series, which was okay, but nothing really special. It was the same old as 2D games go. I think I played all 4 of them. I played the first 3, I know that. I think I played the 4th one too. Yeah, I don't really have a lot to say about them. The thing is that everything is all 2D, you know? Like, sometimes there's slopes and there's things, but it's all, like, go from point A to point B, mostly. So, how many times can you make the same game and still, like, stay amazing? I mean, not every game has to be a showstopper, and Mega Man does what he does well, but just games like Mega Man 11 I don't want to play. I love these old NES games. They're just so well made. Yeah. This game has gone by a lot faster than I thought it was, because I've just played it so much. Hopefully I can get through this and nobody knocks on my door. I've had the Census Bureau come to my door before, like, because I moved or something and they want to know where I am, and kind of a weird thing, the Census Bureau, like they want to update people's addresses or something. This coronavirus has done a lot of bad shit to the country. I'm hoping it goes down, because I hate wearing masks everywhere I go. This boss here is probably one of the worst bosses in Mega Man 4. I'm not gonna lie, this Wily phase is bullshit. Like, I think this is a pretty fucking terrible idea. You have to shoot this little, ball here, but it's so fucking hard to hit, and, like, you can use the drill bomb to kill it, but nobody's gonna know to do that, because, you have to use this... You have to hit this, like, you have to detonate it right before it hits it, and the explosion will do it, and it's like, who the fuck's gonna know to do that, you know? If you just shoot a regular, it bounces off, and, like, that does nothing. So, this is a shitty boss. Mega Man 4 has some shitty bosses, like, it's not perfect either. You know, its bosses are not perfect. Like every game. It's probably the worst boss in the game. It's just one boss. Better than that Boo-Beam Trap in Mega Man 2, and better than the Wily 9's, like, dinosaur boss. I thought that was a shitty boss. One thing I also want to say I like about this game that Mega Man 9 didn't do is I like that there's an energy tank in the Wily Castle. Like if you got here and you didn't have any energy tanks, and you probably need one to kill that Wily boss because he's fucking hard as hell. You could keep dying and restocking up your energy tanks to, like, get to the level, and that's what my oldest brother did. He did that too. Like, he did that to get through the boss, because it was, like, too hard. Mega Man 9 didn't do that. Like, there was no energy tanks. You had to turn off the game, like, if you got to that part and you couldn't do it. And you do need an energy tank to kill Wily in his dinosaur form. Like, it's impossible to not get hit. Like, oh, it's just ridiculous. It's stupid. I gotta get some Pharaoh Shock here. I don't know if I can take this guy with what I have. Yeah, grinding sucks, but it's in the game, you know? A lot of people would badmouth Mega Man 4 for saying, yeah, well, you gotta do both castles in one city, and that sucks. That's true, you do. But, again, this game came out in '92, so it's forgivable. They should have fixed it with 5 and 6, but it's forgivable. I don't know, maybe they couldn't program it right, or whatnot, but at least it has an energy tank, you know? I think I got enough to take this fucker. Oh yeah, another thing that's stupid about Mega Man 9, you can't even exit stages at free will in that game. You know? Mega Man 7, 8, and all these other games let you exit stages at free will, and you can't even fucking do that in 9? Like, come on, people. I think I can hold down the button here and shoot another one at him, kill him. Like, I couldn't believe they wouldn't let you exit a stage in 9 and 10. But, that's enough of me bashing 9. I've bashed this whole video and complained and probably pissed off everybody who loves the game so much. I don't care. I don't care if people come to my doorstep with torches and say Mega Man 9 is the best game and I should go to hell for not liking it. And I do like 9, I just don't think it's a very good game compared to these others. Love the snow in the background here and the mountains and the train tracks. Dr. Wily's flying. Ay. Every other game would repeat this. Ay. I love the ending here. The snowy mountains in the back. He's traveling back from Russia, I think, now. Makes you feel like you came a long way. I would say Mega Man 2 is probably still my favorite ending, but this is a really great ending also. I don't know how this train's connected from Siberia, Russia to Japan or the United States, wherever Mega Man lives. I guess by 2000 XXX or whatever, they invented trains that go across lakes and oceans. I mean, if they can invent fucking Toadman, then they can invent a train that goes across the ocean. Love the city in the background there. Get the feeling Mega Man like fell asleep. You know, he's kind of nighttime. You gotta cross the. Yeah, like waking up. Oh, I love this here. It's like good morning. I give Mega Man 4 a 9.5 out of 10. If I can give 0.5s, I won't give it a 10, but I give it a 9.5 out of 10. I give it equality to Mega Man 2 and 3. I do. Just awesome. Awesome, awesome, underappreciated game. I am Mega Man. I've got a motherfucking gun for a hand. Brental Floss. I used to watch his videos where he'd make funny lyrics of these games. I used to watch a lot of these old YouTube guys, Angry Video Game Nerd, Brental Floss, and all these gamers, and wish I'd had people to bond with like that. Pharaoh Man. One lucky in Japan, they had a contest where 8 people, because they'd have a contest for Robot Masters. These games were made by fans. Like, the fans designed these Robot Masters and submitted them, and like they had like 50,000 submissions or more for this game, which is pretty crazy for like different robots. And I don't know, like Hat Man and Paper Man and Dildo Man, and yeah, the eight winners of this game got gold Rockman 4 cartridges, which is pretty awesome. Pretty damn awesome. I have a Mega Man 2 NES cartridge. I used to collect all the NES games, like as many as I could back in the day when NES collecting was the shit. And I sold them all, but I'm never gonna sell my Mega Man 2 NES cartridge. And had I had Mega Man 4 then, I would never sell that too. But yeah, I have this awesome game to play on the Legacy Collection, and this has been my Let's Play, or my thoughts on this game. I love it to pieces. I love Mega Man 4. If you love it too, or you love watching my videos, or you have anything to say, or you think I make good commentary, or terrible commentary, or I'm full of shit, or whatever, and I'm this, whatever, just leave a like, leave a comment, say something, and yeah, catch y'all later. Bye-bye.